product of the 80's podcast. This week, I'm on this motherfucker alone. I am Black V, but I got special guests instead of my usual co-host, Reggie. With me, I got Uncle Pot Roast up in this bed. You understand me? Talk to me, huh?
Talk to me. God damn it. You hear me?
Yo, we got another special guest on for the pod today for this interesting subject matter that we had talk about. Ty, I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know, saying who you is, what's your boxing record, because Uncle Pot Roast, not Miguel, but Uncle Pot Roast said he'd tear that ass up in 12 rounds.
Oh man. Y'all know I'm retired, but man, how you want me to do it, man? You want a serious conversation? We having fun with this today, man?
We having fun with it, man. We having fun with it, brother. We gonna have a real conversation, but in a fun way.
All right, man. Well, let's get after it, man. I'll just take it as you already introduced me. Let's get into it.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit there and say Uncle Pot Roast, aka Mr. Bendover, aka Diallo Bands, Uncle, aka hey bro, you got so many aliases.
Don't forget Big Spank Dog. He been missing a lot. Big Spank Dog locked up in time right now.
Pastor Bendover. Hey, I'm waiting for the next character you make. But yo, I'm happy to see you back once again, brother. I'll never stop being thankful to have you still here and alive and on the men and getting well. Be on the lookout for that EP that's gonna drop, y'all. We gonna come with y'all soon with the name and maybe a visual. Might be some big ass butt cheeks just on the screen. Talk about EP coming soon. Booty butt. Now let me quit. Yo, so me and Ty was having a conversation earlier, and part of the conversation we got to reminiscing about some things and just our travels. And we talked about the topic, or more or less about the point of moving from growing up where we grew up in Youngstown, a small town, into going to a bigger city. Our first place I went to was not Dayton, but Columbus was my first move before going to California to live for a while. Mm-hmm. But it was the experience of dating and how different it was coming up in Youngstown with dealing with women and the way dating with them compared to where you go to, I don't know, to a bigger city in the mind state and the way that women were. And I don't know I guess we're here to discuss it. Is it more about a competition thing because there is more competition, or is it just different overall, period, point blank?
Go ahead, Ty.
Okay, so for me, I'm gonna put it like this. It's most certainly different. So if we want to, one of the first places that I moved where I was actively involved with dating is Schweinfurt, Germany. And one of the things that I noticed in comparison is that the independence, where women are more like, they're not leaning on what everybody else thinks. They're not leaning on keeping up with the ideas of other people around them, whether it be parents, whether it be other friends or females. When they deal with you, they dealing with you and looking at you for who you are, how they can be as an assistant into your life, what they can bring to your life, how they can help you and benefit your life. Versus growing up in Youngstown, females are looking like, where the guy at who has this, or who's the guy with the popularity, or who's the guy that has, something going where they can benefit, versus two people benefiting each other. So that's one of the very first things that I noticed that was a little bit different.
Okay. My experience, I lived in a lot of cities. Going from a smaller city to a bigger city, I noticed when you're in a smaller city and it's a few select women, and you got some of them women who know they got it going on and shit like that, they can have a lot of no's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a lot of no's compared to if a woman moves from Youngstown to where I'm at in Jacksonville, where it's like, bitch, I ain't gotta fuck with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got so many different women I can choose from in this city or in this state. period. And so even though you still have women who have the perspective, you know what they want and they like, but it seems just it's much easier to get what you want faster in a bigger city. Throws up in a bigger city to me, and like I say, the attitude is kind of different too in a bigger city. So I mean, it's pros and cons to both of me. You know what I'm saying? But I have experienced that in smaller cities. If the woman, if she's fine and she knows she's fine, she gonna act like that shit because the competition level is just, you know what I'm saying? It's so low.
Yeah. It ain't. It's there. It's minimal. The competition is less, which allows you to know, like you know how it is. I mean, even if maybe as men as we do it too. Like when you go into a spot, when you see it's a whole bunch of dusty ass niggas at a party, and you walk in there, your confidence kind of skyrocket. Especially if you pull in the parking lot, and you see the other cars in there. Like, oh, it's a bunch of ass motherfuckers up here. I know I'm about to pull me some right, because I mean the competition is less. So maybe we're guilty of it in a sensible way too, but
let me piggyback on Miguel what he just said and try to bring some context to what he said from where I'm looking at it from. Like in Youngstown, say it's a female that's fine. Like say you got like these females they fine. You can go anywhere in the city, whether you go to South Side, East Side, North Side, or West Side. Everybody know the 5 or 6 fine females.
Baddest chicks in a yo. That's true. Yeah.
But when you go to the big city, I mean, everywhere you go, you got that caliber of females everywhere. You go to the grocery store, you go to the gas station, you go up the road, you see them left and right. Mm-hmm. And you kind of like the excitement, you lose the excitement anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
I see what you're saying. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't never lose excitement when I see a bad one. I mean,
but that's what you're talking about. You talking about top.
I know what you're saying. I'm just being a butthole. I know what you're saying. I'm just being a butthole.
No, I know what you're saying. You talking about that man.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna see that. Not where we from. Nah, you ain't gonna see that.
Yo,
you gonna see
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have to send Rico the invite.
Who that George?
He's trying to jump. Yeah. I'm gonna send him an invite.
George
so
said,
my screen goes whatever.
Hey, now, since we on 5 hoes, when y'all was in school, who was the top 5 hoes?
When we was in school, let me see. Look, man, don't be laughing at my shit, man. But look, let me see. For me, how I'm looking at it, I'm looking at Annie Cooper. That was the top. Sharice McDowell. What's the other cheerleader name, man? Little light skin, she lived across the street from the school.
I don't know.
He graduated with you. Light skin was a cheerleader though.
Well, a lot of light skin ones.
Man, lived directly across from the school, man.
I can't think right now.
Hey, he don't want to say no name.
I can't
name, say your name.
I dropped the names. There ain't no problem.
In high school, Annie Cooper was one, but yeah, in high school.
We ain't about to good boy. You a trip.
hey, no disrespect. And I know a brother. I fuck with a brother. No disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But
hey, things change in life.
Hey, I'm gonna say this: Annie Cooper, Cynthia Rodriguez, Marlene, yeah, Regina was kind of.
But you gotta. What's the
Regina Hughes was up there. Who else? I can't think. Hey, Rivera. Hey, what? The top 5 best fine. Oh, man.
I'm not even gonna call them hoes, man. I'm just gonna look, man. I know what you're saying, dog. I just gotta be proper etiquette, man. Can we talk about some of the baddies that I still look at to this day that might have held it down since high school?
Well, what's the she was black and Oriental and she moved to Texas.
I'm trying to think
about Marcella.
Oh yeah,
yes. She's still fine.
Yes. Hey, no, I'm gonna give you this too though. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying. And then some of our partners that married some people and they divorced them. But Pam Gordon always been fine as hell to me. Marcella and Pam was top tier. I'm gonna say what's the old girl, man, that was the cheerleader, man, that hung out with them, that was
Exactly,
brown
right across, that
skin.
lived across the street from Rand.
I think
Regina.
so, but
That was Regina.
no,
Nah,
not Regina. I ain't talking about Regina. Regina cute, but nah. When I say she was about probably a little lighter than Jamar, but thick up though. I can't think of her name. And I'm gonna tell you another one. Bianca Johnson was fine as hell too.
that's true.
Yes,
I
Bianca was.
agree.
I like the chicks that's naturally fine that didn't have to add the makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like
One of them moved down to Florida. She was real light skinned. She was on a
you talking about
cheerleading team.
Pinky? You talking about
Yeah,
Pinky?
yeah, she right
Yeah,
St.
yeah,
Augustine.
yeah,
She like
yeah,
45
yeah.
minutes from me. Yeah, that motherfucker was fine back in high school.
Yeah. She family. Yeah. You talking about
He
Pinky?
said
Yeah,
she
I can't,
family.
we can't get excited about that one, Miguel.
Yeah.
You
That's
Yeah,
crossing
she
the
family. That's what
line,
family.
you know how some of that stuff go. Like it's like, yep, we family. Like,
right?
yeah. I mean, but yeah, Pinky was fine though. Pinky was fine. I mean, ooh, man, y'all got some top
You,
five though.
if you don't go to my class, then y'all can't leave out little Erica Hewlett.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what's so crazy though? Oh man, what was the chick name, man? I'm
I
telling you, man, they still got their own clique, like Felicia Green, uh oh man, cause she ran track. I'm talking about the chicks that ran track used to be off the chain. Like that body is something different. them thighs be running in the damn track meets and you just be looking like, yeah. But I
you
can't
talking about the
really
I can't think of her
I
name either, man. She lived right across
man,
the street from Rand
I
because
what
she
I what
home all the
I
time.
don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't want to say Nina Nall because I don't. I got to think of who the name, if that was the name or not. But I know one of them was cute too. Is that D Block up in this mother? The
D-Block.
also Thickster D Block. Is that the Thickster D Block up in
Oh
here
my
now?
gosh. Meanwhile, I just want to
Miss
apologize
Miss
because
Chocolate
I
Drop.
came in on the end of the conversation and I thought y'all was just saying cute girls and somebody said across the street from Rand. I asked was y'all talking about Regina. I didn't know y'all was talking about hoes. I am so sorry.
No,
I
no, no.
No,
I'm
apologize.
not
we,
saying.
Hey,
I'm not sitting
no,
there
no,
saying.
no,
I
no, no.
Look,
apologize.
no,
Hey,
I
hey,
thought y'all
hey,
was
we
talking
can
about
talk.
up
cute
though.
Yeah,
girls.
yeah, we can talk
Hold
about
on.
them too. We can talk about them. Uncle Pot Roast done
See,
had some of them. We can talk about them.
I can't. I see. Hey, see, y'all a little bit more straightforward to me. Some of these chicks, I can't really. I just don't call them the hoes
Hey,
publicly. You know,
cause
I
I ain't
just
gonna,
don't do it like that.
hey,
Publicly.
hey,
we
listen,
know
cause I ain't gonna,
Yeah.
cause I
Cake
ain't gonna
Daddy
lie,
George
bro.
is all good.
Can y'all not be? Hey, I ain't gonna lie, cause QP done had most of all of them. I know Quentin was putting it down back in high school, but so.
Tell them
Is
RC that is not. I just want to put that
Hey,
disclaimer. I
RIP to my
came in
dog,
on the tail
RIP
end.
to QP, but he was knocking them down in high school.
yes, and I'm not gonna. Hey, shit, it wasn't just high school. That shit started 7th, 8th grade. But
Right,
we're gonna
right.
leave that alone. We're gonna leave that alone. That. Hey, man. That. Oh boy, I love that dude, man. Um, yeah, man.
Hey, Cordell trying to
You
get
know.
in. Hey, boy, y'all is
Oh,
hilarious.
hey, look, man. I'm gonna
Can
just tell y'all
somebody
like this,
please
man.
explain to me what exactly is going on? What I have come into?
Ooh, you
Well,
came
All
in
right. So
crazy.
I came into
basically,
it. So when I heard Ty Lindsay, I said, chime in because I know it's gonna be an interesting conversation. And I see Pot Rose Jones on here, so I'm already knowing what's going on. Jamar gonna sit back, throw the salt in the pot, and then just sit back and just let it simmer. That's what he gonna do. He gonna throw the salt on the wound. So I'm here. I'm here.
okay.
This is
So
interesting.
basically, the conversation goes like this, which I think having a woman's perspective on it
Mm,
help. So basically, we're talking
Uh-oh.
about big, small city dating versus big city dating. It's for those of us who have moved and dated in the comparable, and sometimes the attitude of where once you move away, like a beautiful, basically like Uncle Pablo said it best. Living in the yo, everybody knew who was like the 5 baddest chicks was with around their age group, and some of them that even might have been way older. Like you knew, just like y'all girls knew who all the girls in the city sweated like dude wise, and all the girls would be crazy about them, whatever the case is. Because you come from that small town. So when you come from a small town and you know you bad, especially back then, your younger years, like your confidence and attitude, because you had the pick of the litter or you were so wanted, could be on sky high 10 compared to when you move to a bigger city, there's more competition. The competition is thicker. So sometimes you gotta, I don't want to say humble yourself, but sometimes you have to be aware, like, yeah, I'm bad, but it's a bunch of bad ones here too. It's a bunch of them everywhere. They at the grocery
so now
store.
that you're saying that, this is where I could get from this. Me and D Block had this conversation before. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. The older we get, my perspective change on certain things though. Now, before in school, real talk, we always looked at who the bad one, who the cutie, who got this, who got that. You know what I'm saying? And like you saying, it's the mindset of the chicks in the smaller city that have the idea of them being sweated so much. It's like when they get somewhere else and nobody ain't sweating them, they don't understand. And it's dudes the same way, man. I see this down here in this bigger cities down in the South. Dude might sit there, all of us go out together. Chick might be on you, Jamar. She might not like light skin. She might not like me and pot roast. But guess what? As men, we sit there and look at it. Hey, it's his night. Hey, he the man tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna roll with that and accept that humbly because that's my homeboy. You feel what I'm saying? But a lot of people ain't used to sitting there going to a like I always say, you got the females in the group that sit there and you be like, she knows she the baddest out of the group. That's why she hanging out with the ugly ducklings. You know what I'm saying? Like she sticks out. Like you be like, come on, bro.
Hey, hold on, Rico.
Go ahead.
D-Block,
talk to me.
is that true that some, not all, and you don't have to call nobody out. Is it true? Have you ever experienced or not experienced, but been around other women that you know purposely will hang with a few mud ducks so they can stand out even more?
I cannot confirm or deny these accusations.
Because I'm telling the truth, bro.
I cannot confirm or deny these accusations. I can't relate to this conversation. I don't even know why I am here. I was misled. I didn't. I do not know of that to be true. So the answer is no, Jamar. That's my final answer.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough.
We're gonna leave that politically correct answer alone because she is quick on her feet now.
Hey George, you know it's true.
Hey, she got a career in politics.
Yeah,
George, it's true because what about when you scroll a female's page, right? And you see the most beautiful pictures of her, and you like, damn, she fine. But then when you go to her friend's page, her friends have put up the most atrocious picture of her. What's up with that?
I just feel like
it's the same concept.
It's somewhat, but then again, it's like some females like they just can't knock they that chick. They cute. Like we always say, it's like guys that's been popular in school that have had the attitude of the guy. Like me and my brother talk about that. I feel like at one point in time I was the guy. All of us feel like that. Everybody in this group, me right on this page right now, have been either that guy or that female. Like, and I'm gonna say that on D Block because you pop. You know what I'm saying? So when you get those type of attitudes, I feel like it ain't too much you could do. Even if I'm in my rare form and I could come in with some sweatpants, I'm gonna still stand out because I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the popularity contest. Now, when you go to other areas and people don't really know you, you got to put forth your best effort on how you looking because of the fact that guess what? If you're looking for some attention or you might run into somebody, you don't know what kind of caliber female you might run into. So you want to be on your P's and Q's. But within the city, like I say at home, when I'm at home, I'm like, I'm who I am. So at the end of the day, I'm knowing who I am. So I'm confident who I am. So, hey, I can walk in anywhere and still, you know what I'm saying, get the same conversation as somebody that got a $300-400 outfit on with $600 shoes. And I'm still going to be that guy. I'm still going to be Georgie. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I look at it. You know, not being cocky, but that's just how I kind of feel like with a lot of us just on this thing. Like Miguel, you go to the crib, you still Miguel. It's still going to be people that know you that's going to be like, damn, hey, Miguel in town, hey, they laughing and chopping up when we see you in the club. Versus somebody that's sitting there got a $6,000, $2,000 worth of stuff on and they mad at you because guess what? You still outshining them. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is, bro. It's a lot to that, man. I feel like that whole thing with females going to other cities and not being able to accept the fact that, like, I mean, well, us going to other cities and just looking and being like, yo, I'm used to seeing fine females all the time, but what else is it besides you being fine? That's how I look at it now when I come home. I'm like, I see fine women all the time. So besides you being fine, what else do you bring to the table? That's just
Hey,
my mindset now. So
hey, Pot Roast, read that for me.
Now I got that one friend. No matter what filter, you can't fix it, but the beautiful on the inside. Fuck that.
Damn.
Fuck that. Hey, listen, beautiful
You are
inside.
beautiful.
this dude ignorant.
Is I don't you don't, only
This dude
inside
ignorant.
only inside I fall in love with is you know what. But the beautiful inside now is about fuck that. I don't know what a lower woman. Man, take that goddamn comment off. She ain't making no sense right now.
Oh man, you dirty, bro.
Listen,
Hey man, see y'all
listen,
ignorant, man. Y'all
listen.
ignorant.
D block not bringing on. She not bringing on man home. Her mama talking about well, he beautiful on the inside and shit. Nobody's trying to have no
Personality is so sweet.
Hey, that's the
Nah,
first. That's the first step to having ugly ass, rat ass kids. You know, man, you don't do no shit like that, man. I don't give a damn how beautiful the inside is. Shit. What's wrong with her?
this dude
How
ignorant,
you
bro.
even
He
get,
ignorant, bro.
bro?
He
I mean,
ignorant, man.
it sounds shallow, but can somebody? I mean, can we have that honest look at it from this perspective of personality matters, but it's never.
You know what? Let's put it like
I've
this.
never
I'll
experienced
help
to
y'all
be
with that.
number one. Go ahead.
Personality matters as you get older. When you younger, you know, you tend to want to date whoever look attractive to your eyes. But as you get older, you kind of make exceptions. You start settling for certain things.
Hell no.
Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty. I agree with you on that, Ty. That's the most mature shit you just said, Ty.
Only
Hey,
people
look.
who make exceptions. Listen, only people who make exceptions are broke and ugly people who make exceptions.
Nah,
hell
Miguel.
no.
What about
Hell
people? Nah, Miguel. What about people who've been through the fire? People who have been in arguments, fights, all kind of chaos in relationships. You get to a certain age, bro. You don't want to. Man, I done raised my voice so high on women. I damn near had to sit down because I was dizzy as hell. So man, I ain't trying to go through that shit no more.
Bro.
But my thing is this.
I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead.
When you first meet somebody, do you know the inside or the outside?
Bro, you going off the look, man.
No. We're not knocking you that.
It's a representation what you fall in love with before you find out the insides. So that's what I'm saying. You don't go to an ugly person. Well, he got a good inside. You don't know. Come on, man. I don't make no sense.
Miguel, man.
Nah.
I'm gonna say this. To clear this up with you, Miguel. What Ty Lindsay said, I done sat there and been through. When you go through stuff and you sit there and you look at stuff now from a different perspective, man, it's like I'm all about the peace. So a chick might not have every attribute that I want, but if she got to be some type of appeal for me though. I don't care. If you ain't got no ass, you gotta have a pretty face. If you ain't got no pretty face, I don't know. Something got to be attractive on you to me to be like.
You can't even answer that. You say no pretty face.
No, I'm just.
I don't know.
I'm like but I'm just gonna say it's got to be something that make me be like, okay, she cute. You know what I'm saying? Then I like the personality got to go. Cause I'm gonna tell you, bro. I done met some fine ass females, bro, and I sat there and I looked at them and listening to them when they open up their mouth or their attitude or their persona, I be like, man, I laughed at them. I done seen a female that was fine that sat there at the bar, and I was having a casual conversation with her. She kind of brushed me off, but then I pulled out my damn bank card to go pay for something, and she seen where I worked at because it was on my card, and the motherfucker whole conversation changed. I just looked at her like, you gold digging ass motherfucker. But I you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's the impression that now I knew what you was really about. So I'm not gonna talk to you or treat you any type of way that you deserve to be treated as a woman because you're not conducting yourself like a woman. You didn't present it to me like that. So on that whole inside thing, I'm like, if it's some type of
Pot Rose got one in the chamber ready to go.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this. See, God didn't even like what he was saying right now, so that's why he got kicked out. Hey, I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna be done with it, right? Now we all done fuck some mud ducks in our life, right? But nobody ain't trying to tie hands with no mud duck. You feel me? What happens is you a bust up. Listen. This what happens. This what happens when you see a cute guy with an ugly girl. He'll bust up a mud duck, right? Then he'll start hanging with her. And after a while, that appearance, her personality be so good, so you don't even see the appearance no more. That's why everybody be like, why is this nigga with this ugly ass bitch? And you're like, man, she ain't ugly because you done been with her so long, her personality don't grew on you. But it don't change the appearance, bro. She's still ugly.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, bro. And I'm gonna say this: beauty is always in the eye of the beholder. But I will say this though: you made a good ass point, because I can sit there and say you could talk to somebody that ain't your type. You done got up in it. It's better than what you thought it was. Yeah, a couple more times, bam, bam, bam. Now you get protective over. You looking like, why you fighting over this ugly ass girl, bro? You don't know what that ugly ass girl got going on. Dog.
Hey,
you don't know what she putting on me.
Hey,
And
that's all facts.
shit. That's facts. And cats don't be realizing that, because like you didn't get an art like Ty, perfect example. We and Ty been hanging since we was about like 6 or 7, and Ty just sat there and be like, man, why you arguing over this, bro? You don't know what she done to me, bro. You don't know what she done to me. Shut the hell up. Leave it alone, bro. Don't even call her ugly. She cute to me. That's all that matters. That's how you be. Like, you will fight your boy over a chick that put it down on you. That was your mud duck option from the beginning. But after a couple of times of that go around, you like, Lord, don't y'all say nothing about her. It's me. This me. Yeah. She's a good person.
I don't give a fuck if she a good person. She not about, listen, everybody who I dated was fine. I ain't fuck all the best bitches, but everybody who was my old lady, that motherfucker was fine. I'm not about to be walking over with no ugly ass bitch because she got a good inside. I mean, y'all nigga crazy.
You ignorant, bro. You ignorant.
That's me.
You ignorant. I mean, we older now, so I look at that. She got to have a good personality, bro. I can't deal with nobody that's fine and stuck up. Those are the worst chicks, because they feel like what cats get so caught up on. I feel like this, bro. We old enough now to where, damn, what the hell going on with my phone?
That's Ty Lindsay eating corn chips and shit, man.
Who is that?
That's Ty. Mute his mic. Shit.
So I feel like we at that point now where we old enough to, and I sit there and I say, the more mature we get and the more balanced we get, because as life takes us through a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So my opinions of women change sometimes according to what I've been through. And that's just me being honest. I tell anybody, you know, if you ask me certain things a couple months ago, my perspective might be a whole lot different. But you ask me something now that I'm getting more mature and wiser, I look at things from a different standpoint. And I tell people all the time, like, bruh, certain attributes do not matter no more. Because guess what? It's a dime a dozen that got a fine body, everything else. But those same dime a dozens be costing you more headaches, ain't got no good credit, can't do nothing. They so used to everybody kissing their ass because they fine, that you be like, bruh, I don't even want to deal with a chick. I found out the finest babes how I used to pull them since I'm retired out the game. Ignore their ass. Simple. Seriously, I'm being real. You ignore them. I'm
gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna see if Doreen listen. Anytime a female date a guy that's a good person and he ugly, when they both get on this shit, eventually she becomes unhappy. All of a sudden she's unhappy with this ugly ass nigga and shit. Don't come in the show talking right now. You take a pause, baby.
All I'm saying,
I'm not gonna allow you to do it. 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 When a female is dating a guy, right? And he's a good person, but he ugly, and she down here, she's gonna accept the bullshit. When she get on her feet, she realizes like, damn, he a good person, but this nigga just ugly. I can't even. I ain't happy no more, and she leave his ugly ass. This is what females do, dog.
That's not what females do.
I ain't gonna say all of them do that, man.
Let me say
half of the cute girls that date an ugly guy, I guarantee you they was at a low point in their life at one point until they got up. I guarantee I paid on my last goddamn dollar.
Can I preach? Hey,
wait. CL, go ahead. CL, go real quick. But I just want to say, Reggie go talk about some papoose.
For example, you see that ugly ass nigga? She killed her husband with? That nigga so old. Right?
I did see him, and it's not even that. You think
Who
it's
is-
about
who- Yeah.
about a motherfucker being ugly. It's about when you love a motherfucker so much and then you discover that his dick is little. That's when this shit ain't real no more. If you want to be for real.
From the beginning.
No.
You love a nigga the first day?
I loved a nigga with 4 inches worth of dick. That was bae right there. You couldn't tell me nothing, but I loved him. But then when I didn't like him no more, I'm like, this dick ain't worth shit.
I bet you were ugly too.
Hey, look, real talk.
He was but look, he was just enough ugly. But if his dick was like 2 inches bigger, he'd have been perfect. He'd have been perfect.
You know it's so fucked up. Lord, man, damn, this is so ignorant, bro. She the cop. Hey, that's the most speeches I'd have been. And she said, I didn't love the nigga with a 4-inch. He had a 4-inch killer. So look, this is the problem with y'all women though, man. Sometimes some of y'all try to do that. Oh, I'm changed. I'm gonna make you wait. And I'm like, I tell people all the time, man. Sometimes let's just let's knock the curiosity out the box. Let's get it out the way. Why play around with it? Because guess what? The same situation you sitting there saying right now, you the cop feelings because he got a beautiful personality. Then you get in the bedroom and you sitting there like,
No, when women love men, the dick is always like at least 4 inches bigger. But when I stopped liking and loving him, I realized the dick was small, like I had said.
So hold on. This is my question though. Real talk, man. So you mean to tell me that like we just sitting there saying now, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt of saying you dated him for a little bit of time where you say you fall in love with him with a dick good. Because I look at it like this. I gotta hit that motherfucker right away to know what it's like. And the reason why I say that is because I'm like this. I'm not sitting there saying you got to be a hoe. I'm just saying we mature, we grown. If we do something, I know the chemistry on or off. When we have that initial first round or two, you know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, yeah, shorty bang with something right. I can dig this. That's gonna let me know if I'm gonna put up with your bullshit, or I'm gonna sit there and just say, hey, you just somebody because you on some bullshit. But
I don't agree with what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I don't agree with it. Because if I like you, and you like paying bills up front, I like you a whole lot more.
Well, goddamn, you saying it. Look at what you're saying, though. You saying it from up front. You said that's what I'm sitting there saying. So that's the game that we be sitting there. Man, see, this is one of the fellas talk.
Man, y'all both saying the same thing.
No, but she ain't saying the same thing. She fucking it up now, Ty. No, what she just said though is.
Listen, George. She's saying what she's talking a point that benefits women, and you talking a point that benefit men. Y'all saying the same thing.
But this what I'm saying. But this
me. Lynette says when a woman loves a man, they cute in their eyes. Hell yeah, I done loved a whole bunch of Ninja Turtles, bitch. But he was nice and treated me right, so I rolled with it.
Yeah, but women differ from us, man. Women never cared about what they do. But if a man had money, women are making.
Bro. Oh yeah, I see that all the time, nigga. I'm not even gonna lie. I look at that and laugh, but I tell dudes all the time too. You got to be real enough to know what you really working with, bro. And you got to know if you penetrated something and hit bottom or not before in your life. So it's certain times
we are never supposed to care about certain things. Like
Go ahead, I'm gonna listen to you.
What was the fucking question? I just came in and interrupted the show. Reason I did that because I don't like bend over. But I
ain't on the show. I don't know what you talking about, Uncle Pot Roast, bitch. I don't know what you talking about.
Oh, okay. Pot roast, rump roast, bitch. I don't like you. How about that?
Ooh.
See, that might be secret love.
That's what I was about to say, Ty. That sounds like that high school shit. She want it. She want him. Hey, hold on. Hey, let her know, Pot Roast. Let her know, Pot Roast. She want it.
It's a love hate thing, you know what I'm saying? Love, hey, hate is a flip side of love. I take it
The Lord says, I'm okay with small D as long as he is good to me.
They telling a damn lie. She telling a damn lie.
People who say that be the biggest cheaters. People who say that be the biggest cheaters.
Hold on,
man, for sure.
I'm a grade on the curve. And
oh, we're not doing that curve. We're not doing that
curve. Hey, hold up. The hell with that. Hold on. Hey, we heard your point of view. I want to hear D Block point of view on this whole point about a dude with a small dick Because ain't no way in the world. I'm just sitting there just saying that you can say that to me if y'all start before if I met you today and we got to hanging out and then tomorrow we get to hanging out again. And if I feel any type of attraction, I'm gonna be honest with you as a man, I'm sorry, it can come off as a slut, but I might try to smash. That's just what it come down to. So when we get that out the way and you hanging out with me and I had to get educated on this. And if the shit whack, the friendship ain't gonna be nowhere near what you think the friendship gonna be if the shit slapping. If the shit slapping, hey, you don't gotta worry about certain things. And then, like you say, it's gonna be a continuous thing. But you know when you put it down to a female, and you know when that it's certain things I feel like that y'all bodies can fake and can't fake, because that's when the chemistry comes in when you know you in sync. But that's you knowing when you're doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Rico. Answer the question, D Block.
I do not know what this imaginary 4 inches, if you love them, if that's imaginary. I haven't had that experience. If he's little, I don't matter. I do not pretend that he's bigger if he's doing other things. I've been fortunate not to have a lot of people who have been small, but recently, if me and Georgie had this conversation, yes. So recently, me and Georgie had this conversation about someone who did not, who was not well endowed, and I think guys know when they are not. Fortunately, he had a good head game, so that was kind of like
it's a balance.
Wait up.
I told you, head game.
Man, I swear to God, cats who meat little eat vagina for real, man.
Maureen, you don't had all big dicks.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I have not really had.
That's why you go by D Block.
Yeah.
That's why I go by D Block, and because I've been in a double D and since sophomore year, so that's why I go by D Block. But yeah, I haven't really had that problem. But with the 2 guys, because it was only 2, I did not imagine that they had more. I'm sorry, I don't know what kind of voodoo that is that you can pretend that they got 4 more inches. I would like to
be the love.
You would have to teach me that. Oh, because
hell nah.
You be like, I know you got a big dick. And
now he was paying the bills.
You be like, what?
That's what
the bills make the pussy go woo woo.
Lynette says.
Yes.
Lynette says,
hey, man,
my ex had maybe 4 inches, and because I loved him, it felt like 6. Somebody else said that on here.
I'm sorry, I can't relate to that, but I'm glad that there's women like you guys who are giving them a chance.
Hey, and I tell, bro, listen, when you date, man, you out here dating in these streets, man. All you could do to not disappoint yourself and disappoint others where you don't have no stalkers on hand is be honest. If the shit trash, hey, I'm not calling you back. I might speak, I might be cordial, but then again, don't ask me to run it back if it's trash. I might give you a chance to redeem yourself.
Hey, George,
but
you ever ran across a pussy that was trash, though?
You gotta hit everything.
If you came across a coochie that was trash, it was your fault.
Nah, I'm only saying that because some chicks try to throw it too much, like we trying to do too much in it, and you be like, yo, like you know, it's like they say when you get the males that's like a jackrabbit, but you got the chicks that's trying to put a point to you, so they just trying to do so much moving, and you like, yo, what the fuck, like, damn, bitch, like, slow down, like, you ain't really, like, it ain't calling for this extra stuff. I be like, you know, sometimes you just be like, all right, man, but you know, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not gonna say it's I just say some shit ain't better than what they is. Some females, they can think they got fire, just like we can think we got fire. There's always somebody out there.
Somebody lazy.
No, hell no. I don't want nobody lazy. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that now. Let's keep that in the book. I'm just saying that you got some female like look, all right, so I've had one encounter with the opposite race. And I just laughed about it because I couldn't really get into it because it was like she was like, oh my gosh, I'm fucking a black guy. And it was like, yo, she was trying to do the most. And I'm like, damn, man. I'm like, yo, this shit trash. Like I'm like, yo, and then I've been married my whole life, damn near. So even after that, it's like you don't go with protection. You know what I'm saying? So you got protection on, and this chick moving this way, moving that way. She trying to do every fucking acrobatic thing to show she got a little bounce to her shit. Like, yo, just, like, fuck, let the flow go to flow. Don't be trying to do all the extra shit, man. That's why I said it was trash in my eyes on that part. But I mean, it happens. It happens.
Shit. Only thing I heard you said was no protection, my nigga.
no. I'm just saying. I'm talking about on that. When you got it on, it's like it got to be, man. If you got protection on, it got to be right. Like you got some females that separate themselves from the others. When you got that protection on, and that motherfucker make you feel like it ain't one on, and you got to look down. Oh, she got some kill. She got some fire. Yeah, that's just my opinion. But
it's not cheating if you use a condom, but that's just
I'm not saying. No, listen what I'm saying. When you as a man, when I got my Jimmy on to protect myself, of course. If a chick shit is that good and wet where I gotta look down to make sure I got the condom still on, Lord, I'm in trouble. That's some fire. Because if the condom come off, you skeeting within probably 2-3 pumps. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. The condom's actually protecting you, man.
Black, what's the next question? I'm uncomfortable.
What'd you say?
Oh, we got off course. I thought we were talking about big city girls.
Yes, I'm about to say they way off topic. That you didn't come in on the
show. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck we talking about.
Somebody need to hear that shit.
We listening to your 4-inch shit. That's what we tripping off. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just being funny about. Oh nah, I love him because be honest, man. Just be honest. That shit trash. I'm with D Block. Hey man, this ain't gonna work. Or hey, oh, I'm gonna come over tomorrow. No, you ain't. We good. I'll see you tomorrow. I mean, I see you out in the public. Just wave, be cordial. Ain't no reason to fake it out. See, you the type of chick and be wondering why somebody up there beating your ass because you got them feeling like they got a 9-inch dick or a monster, and you sitting there, they got a 4-inch, and then the moment you get mad, nigga, your small ass dick, and then now the nigga beating your ass because he's sitting there like, bitch, you said you wasn't saying that, nigga. I was faking the whole time. You don't please me. Come on, man. We hear about this shit all the time. We hear about this shit all the time from motherfuckers like, damn, bro, nigga, like, your count record is showing.
That sound real specific. So speak for yourself.
We sitting there listening to you, what you saying. We listening to what you saying, though. We hear about this shit. They ain't speak for myself. I have no problem. And I'm fine. But I'm sitting there saying, we've heard about this shit. And you're the type of female that to get a caught, ready to slap the shit out of you. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I mean, I just feel like I don't give a fuck how big your dick is as long as you a team player. And I get participation points. That's all I'm saying, okay? Because you
ATL, and you grade on the curve.
On a mean curve. Don't be Puerto Rican. Ow.
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh, Miguel.
Miguel, you in there, Miguel? You in there, Pot Roast? She letting you know.
Like Miguel, I would never, ever.
It don't matter. Her pussy report fucked up anyways right now. Next question.
Nah, my pussy report is on point, bitch.
She a 307. She a 307 on her pussy credit right now, nigga.
Hey, y'all wilding right now. Y'all wilding.
I normally don't do shows with this.
I think this is too much for my ears, my virgin ears. I might have to exit this podcast.
No, we need your opinions on here. Wow. Your opinions are very, very much valued because this what's her name? Cecil or whatever her name is? CL, you're not keeping it real. You're not keeping it real, CL.
I'm gonna change the whole conversation.
Hey, let me ask you a question, CL.
What?
Where you get that L from? What's that all about?
Well, my name is Cortland, and the L is capital, so that's why the L. And my first husband was Cuban, so it was Hispanic, so that's why I spelled L that way.
That's why she don't like me.
Yeah, that's why.
But I do have a question because I always got questions and shit.
That old Hispanic ass nigga.
my baby is Hispanic.
This is Stanley Harris's month. What's going on? Shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The question I got, because I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, is who would you choose to be your spades partner? Bill Cosby or Uncle Phil?
Bill Cosby.
What kind of question? What?
Exactly. What the fuck that got to do with what we talking about right now? You trying to water your
I was,
your
Answer
4-inch
the
dick,
question real
son.
quick. Answer the
I was
question real
changing the
quick,
subject.
Rico. Ask the question
What?
real quick, Rico.
Who would you choose to be your spades partner? Uncle Phil or Bill Cosby, and why?
I mean, I'm gonna say Bill Cosby because Bill Cosby was known to be into women. Uncle Phil, on the other hand, you know, I mean, Uncle Phil might be touching your feet underneath the table.
What? Uncle Phil
You
was
know,
gay?
it was reports. You know, it was reports that Uncle Phil and Carl Winslow was gay in Hollywood. Y'all know that, right?
Right.
I heard about Carl Winslow. I didn't know about Uncle Phil.
Yeah, Uncle Phil too. Yeah, I heard that, but I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
It ain't no
It threw
confirmation
me
to
off.
say
I
it's
mean,
true.
it's what it is, though. I mean, it don't mean it's what it is, but I'm just sitting there just saying, me, man, I would go with Bill Cosby, man. I'm going with Bill. I'm going with Bill.
Hey, Reggie said, if you pick Unc, you not from the yo. These chicks love pills.
Hey,
Yo,
Reg is
I
always,
was picking.
gonna
Only
tap the
reason I was
line, man.
only reason I'm picking Bill Cosby because I know his ass ain't making the drinks, and it's safer that way for everybody.
I'm gonna still go with Uncle Phil because he seemed more down to earth. Who you going with, D Block?
I'm going with Uncle Phil as well. I'm going with Uncle Phil because he was the lawyer, and once the spade table get out of hand, we gonna need some representation. So I'm gonna
Talk
go with
your
Uncle
shit.
Phil. I'm gonna go with Uncle Phil.
Man, y'all wild, man. Y'all
Who
wild.
you going
Y'all
with,
Okay,
wild.
Uncle Pot Roast? Uncle Phil or Bill Cosby?
Man, I'm going with Bill Cosby after the spade game. I know we got some hoes lined up, so I know we got some hoes lined up. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Lynette. Being gay has nothing to do with
But
spades.
he said he don't want nobody rubbing his feet underneath the table and shit. That's why he said.
we ain't trying to have no buns and damn what's the name off of booty call. Ain't trying to have nobody put their big toe on my toe. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm good.
stupid.
Good.
All right, so let's get things back on track. I would say for and maybe it's for with D Block still in the yo. I'm asking you, CL, was the guy's mentality a lot well, especially since you moved to the South, but was it even dating men different from where you grew up or spent some time in the Midwest compared to dating guys that come from the South, especially down in there when you moved to a bigger city?
Go ahead, D Block.
He said he was asking you because I'm still in a yo, like
You.
I ain't been traveling. So we gonna go with
Oh,
you.
I got you next. I was gonna rephrase it different.
First of all, is this a safe place before I give my answer? Is this a safe place?
Uncle Pot roast in here, so it ain't never safe.
That nigga ain't shit. Well, my answer to the
Bruh,
question is
she wants you, bruh. We can just leave that
Oh
alone. She wants you.
Lord.
Rico, I don't like this nigga. You gonna get us back beefing. I'm trying to be cordial. But anyway, my experience in the South is I love Southern men over Northern men because they will fuck you and feed you. Up north, they won't fuck you right or feed you. So that's my answer.
Hey, Miguel. What we say now? Hey, I know it ain't barbecue if you ain't up if you gotta add sauce to it. We barbecue
You
and
don't
our
need
season
no
speak
sauce.
for itself.
You don't need no sauce, baby. Come on, Uncle Pot Roll. I got a motherfucking big ass grill in the back. You be trying to eat.
He got a big ass grill, but the meat is little as fuck. Go ahead, back to you, Black B.
Oh,
Bruh.
don't
What
just do it.
y'all doing now?
Keep on trying me. Keep on trying me. Keep on
Hey,
D
trying
I
Block.
me.
had to put my phone
He,
down,
he
bro.
didn't do it. The safest, the coast is clear. D Block, for you upon your travels and being out and about in different places, what is the experience like when you've gone to these other places and dated people from other places been like for you is compared to coming home from the yo?
Well, don't nobody check for me in a yo ever. They've never have. So it's always different when I go somewhere else. So even when I went to college, OHIO, my best friend stays in Vegas. I have people in Tampa, Georgia. When I go visit my friends, usually people try to approach me. People in Youngstown don't really approach me. I don't know
She
why.
said she got hoes.
But that's not to say that you're not attractive while people in Youngstown don't approach you. Youngstown is like easy street. Youngstown is gonna go after whatever is dishing out for real.
Well, I'm gonna agree with D Block. When I lived in Youngstown, I ain't get no play. When I moved somewhere else, I get all the play, and that's on.
Yeah,
fact.
that's usually how it is. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the yo, but I might have to move if I
Sometimes
want to
you
get a
know
husband.
they know your people.
Georgie, keep it a buck, man. Cass is fucking with the hoes in the yo for real.
Well, I guess that's a compliment.
Like openly.
So thank you.
Like, listen, I ain't saying that you're not a hoe, but I'm just saying that. What I'm saying is,
why can't we see his face with all this commentary?
But what I'm saying, because look, see, if I put my background on, it's other people that might be watching, and they might know my exact location, so I can't have them.
Oh Lord.
That.
Okay.
So look, in Youngstown when we came up, the girls that we knew was gonna put out, that's who we was going after. We wasn't going after women like. Of course, you had women who were active, but they kept it on the low. If you ain't had privilege to that information, you like nah. So females who was giving it up, that's where we was going.
All right, so in this part right here, I'm not gonna knock you. I'm gonna say that to the point of the fact that we was young. So it's like at the time frame as a man not being funny, you trying to get a little bit of experience. Everybody, I was a late bloomer. You know what I'm saying?
Hell nah.
Nah. You trying when you say you going after certain females
Bruh,
that you know that's putting out.
That ain't late blooming.
Bro, I smashed and look, man. I was still considered a late bloomer, bro.
Man,
I didn't have a lot of sexual activity in high school.
bullshit.
So my sexual activity didn't start till basically in my 20s. And like I say, life take you through some changes. But what I will say is this. You're right. You're gonna go after what you feel like is easy if you're sitting there looking at it on certain stuff. The more mature you get, or the more after a while, I used to get so tired. I used to just turn people down. I'm done, man. Hey, I'm good. I don't even got the time for it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like
you ain't getting no ass until you was 20.
Nah, I ain't you can't say that now. I ain't gonna say that. I got
lie,
mine about 15, 14, 15. But yeah. But it's still considered a late bloomer.
Grade.
No, but we gonna still consider it being a late bloomer because it's not like it was multiple.
No, you got it before me, bro. I was only what 7.
I mean, but I'm just saying. Yeah, but it's still considered a late bloomer though. I'm still considered a late bloomer.
Talked about your dick facts in public, but continue.
What you say there, sweetie? Hold on, say that again.
I said it's hilarious that I'm gonna talk to you about your dick facts in public, but I'm here for it.
Oh, wait, dick facts. I don't see one thing. Let me tell you something, man.
Carfax, dick facts.
Because see, this is the thing. What we talk about.
Your dick report.
Man, this everyday conversation for us, for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm listening to her like she don't know. Like even like D Block and I have certain conversations, but it's on a friendly tip. Like, hey, yo, this was going on. That's what's going on. I just look at that shit. Like I say, we know where we say like, okay, God rest his soul, but our homie was more experienced than all of us by the time we hit 9th or 10th grade.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, right. Okay, then you. I mean, you and him was probably running neck and neck. I'm gonna say that's what I'm saying. I'm a late bloomer.
Wait a minute,
you feel me?
Been a hoe his whole life,
No.
I came out the womb. I came out the womb. You hear me?
So I just look at that different. Like I'm like, yeah, nah, I ain't. Nah, that some stuff is a late bloomer, man. I'm not one of the ones to sit there like I'm about to just say, hey, nah, I done did this. Nah, some stuff you got to just let it ride.
Right.
Let it ride.
For the record, I'm gonna say, even though I'm from the yo, for the record, I'm gonna say that, for one, I was sprung as hell in high school, and for two, even afterwards, it wasn't. I didn't want, in the words of Tupac, I don't want it if it's that easy. Like, but that was just me because I felt like, yo, like, it's gonna sound fucked up to say, but like, if you smash something that everybody else smashed, I mean, like, how are you different? Like, what separates you compared to like, you get a bad one that you ain't seen nobody else with, nobody else, whatever case, you got a bad one on your arm that nobody else been hitting, it feels different compared to you don't want to show up with the one that everybody else, especially if she want to still start trying to go to the movies and everything else and really date instead of smash. You don't want to show, hey, bro, want nobody trying to show up with the one everybody smashed at the skate connection,
bro, listen,
or at the movie.
When you was in high school, when you was in high school, none of that shit didn't matter. You probably was the only nigga who thought grown like that, nigga.
Right. No. Hold up. Real talk now. Real fucking talk now. Hey, I agree. Even in high school,
but he took that out of context, George.
George, you can't.
We wasn't trying to wipe no hoes, George. We was just fucking them.
Listen,
but this the thing though. Certain chicks, it's like you knew who was getting put out there, and if you smashed, you knew you could not wipe her up because everybody already did smash. That's just what it is.
But nobody was trying to wipe nobody up. Hey, no disrespect, George, but when you was in high school, you was married, bro. So
yeah, I mean, you're right. Hey, look, my first, I was married at 14.
So you can't answer the question. You were married, bro, in high school, bro. So you know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a nigga boo. That nigga was booed up. You hear me?
Man, that's what I was trying to tell. Hey, did I tell you that earlier on, Jamar? I'm like, look, my girlfriend was at Wilson. I ain't want somebody to keep tracking me all through school because I'm about to act up. So I'm gonna catch you after school. But while I'm in school, I'm doing whatever.
I feel you. I mean, and you're right. Like I said, I was booed up. I was booed up, but
I'm with Georgie on that, Rico on that one. I was booed up too. So, and I wasn't trying to. I don't know. I mean, am I proud of myself? Yeah, but at the same time, like when you reflect back on it, like,
now it's respectable.
I was late to my whole phase. Like,
but see, this is the thing though. I'm gonna say this. All of us, I ain't gonna say all of us, but some of us have had them chicks that we've been in a relationship probably 2 years out of our high school year that you like, yo, you thought she was gonna be the one you married. Like everybody that had a chick that they done been with, that they done dated, and be like, yo, bruh, this is that one. But at the end of the day,
I married my high school sweetheart.
Exactly. I married mine. You know what I'm saying? So I can't sit there and knock it because now, hey, we all human and growing up. So I'd have had other ventures in high school because you break up and you break up and argue where I could say, okay, now I got some comparison to this. But I think that's why once I kind of became divorced or knew I was separated, it was on and popping. I think I made up for lost time.
That's crazy. No disrespect. That's a good thing, but to think like that young, like from high school to college, is those your knocking off years. Like
you're right.
It's no, I'm gonna get this person from high school. It's like people.
It was just the fact that guess what we were talking about earlier. You don't know what she was doing to me.
Yeah, people became boyfriend and girlfriend just to smash. Just to smash. It was I'm gonna be her girlfriend because
you don't know what she was doing to me, bro.
You looking at that booty hole that young? Goddamn, boy.
Hey, you don't know what she was doing to me, dog. You don't know what she was doing to me, bro. Come here, boy.
Well, I thought this was a family show, Jamar. How did we get here?
No, there is nothing.
There is
nothing.
How did we get here? Right. That's what I was thinking. The same thing. I done came on thinking I was coming on some wholesome. They talk about hoes. I thought they was talking about cute girls. I done put my friend out.
To be fair, Rico was talking wholesome, and then he kind of started talking about how they were so unwholesome in high school. Y'all was nasty. Oh,
you got. Hey, look, we blame that on Ty Lindsay, man.
Hold on, time out.
This question: Would you rather marry a hoe or somebody wholesome? I guess that is the question.
I can answer that question.
Real talk.
They winning.
Hey, real talk. At the end of the day,
is winning. I'm gonna answer the question. They winning. Okay.
They not.
I know
they not.
All the people who I knew who was out here doing a whole bunch of stuff in high school and college, they all married. They married.
Yeah.
They married, and a lot of them is married to preachers. They married to people who I'm thinking I'm supposed to be going to church and I'm gonna be the first lady. No, they don't want us just in the church. They want who was out there in the street.
I gotta agree with D Block, George. D Block has the real stuff. The hoes is winning.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. You know why? Because it's like this. They done got so cocky into what they got going on, and they make their demands. Hey, shut that back door, boy. Shut
Bro,
that
the
back
hoes
door.
is eating dick to the balls. That's why they winning, bro. Trust me.
But that's the thing though. It's given. Listen, bruh. This you know what's so sad, man. We say this all the time. We know it's certain females that we like
Hey,
that's been out
CL,
there.
CL know about that guy.
And what we said, oh boy, that boy ignorant. And what we said is once they get an experience, once a dude get an experience from one of these females, you be wondering why he wifed her up. And it's like, bruh, that might be experience he never experienced before in his life.
Bro, I
She
done
might
had
have did
cats
something that had
call
that dude
me.
toes curling.
Bro, I done
And
had cats call me like, Ty, I'm gonna marry this chick, man. She eat my cum every time she suck it. I'm marrying her.
yes,
And like in a month,
yes.
I thought
cats
this
is
was
married.
a family show, Jamar. What the fuck is going on?
Hey, y'all wanna have real talk right here? Never mind.
They eating. I mean, come getting 8 to the whatever the hell in balls. I don't know. This is CL. This is the safe place. This is the safe place, and their safe place happens to be come being 8 and balls to the wall. Okay, I don't know. All right, I'm learning like you're learning.
Ooh, okay. This ain't even
Even Uncle Pot Roast is in awe.
Now, pot.
Hey, but real talk though, I'm gonna say this, man, with the wholesome females, D Block. I don't think that like I'm gonna say this, man. I just feel like some of y'all shut that door. The reason why some of y'all winning, why some of them is losing. Some of y'all wholesome women is losing, is because we as dudes know what kind of females I'm gonna deal with, where I can get away with certain bullshit and the ones I can't get away with certain shit. If I got a woman that's gonna push me and be on a shit, then if I'm on a mature level and I'm ready to settle down, cool. But if I'm one of the cats where I still want to knock certain stuff off, do this on the low, but I still want to have that person that's there that got my back, then guess what? All right, I'm gonna deal with this type of female. Because at the end of the day, all she care about is I'm with him and she with the drama and oh he paying bills. Oh, okay, that's all she care about. She care about the money. Okay, cool. I feed her a couple of dollars. She still got some kill. So guess what? It don't matter. And that's how some cats think. Like you be sitting there wondering, but it's like you gotta look at your expectations are different than what some of these chicks that we look at. The chicks that we look at, we ain't that you talk about is the hoes. Ain't nobody really and truly taking it serious on wifing them up. It's just the wife up to have that person there. So when you know you go home at night, I ain't gotta search for it. And then on top of that, if I stay out whatever time, she gonna still be there because she ain't gonna sweat me. Now let a dude come in at 3-4 o'clock in the morning and he dealing with you. What you gonna do? You gonna nut up?
Locks at 2:45, bitch. You ain't getting in my house.
Okay then. So certain expectations that come with some of y'all women, you know what I'm saying? The other ones don't have that value. I don't like calling females hoes, but I'm just saying some of them don't have that value. So guess what? They gonna deal with it.
All I heard was niggas know who to try it with.
Huh?
Niggas know who to try it with.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
and that's real talk. That's all I'm saying. That's why you feel like y'all good women is losing and the hoes is winning. It's just really and truly we know what we can get away with and what we can't get away with. And when some females show what they about, if it's about the bread and this and that, nigga gonna feel like, hey, yo, all I gotta do is give her a couple of dollars. She ain't going nowhere. I keep paying this and paying that. I'm paying with my hand. It's like they say, it ain't tricking if you got it. So if I'm paying this bill, I'm paying that, and she up there, no, she don't care what time I come in, and I'm doing this and doing that. All she care about is saying she got somebody, and cats gonna do what they want to do. That's just how it is.
Rico, it's still tricking if your bitch ass got it.
Yeah. All right. Let me say this. Let me say it's still tricking if you got it, but let me say this, Rico. You made some valid points for some men. There's also the factor of some of these women already go through their whole phase younger. Like some of them start in high school and they go through their whole phase. They get it out their system early, or they go through the experience, or they didn't even intend to be hoes, and they probably just gullible for one dude, and then it just spiral out of control. and then they go through that little hoe phase, and they go through that spot where they kind of get labeled a hoe, and then they come out of it, and for lack of better words, some of them, I don't want to say settle, but some of them go look for decent dudes that ain't like the previous dudes that just treated them like hoes or had them run through like hoes or whatever the case. So I ain't gonna say they settle, but they kind of prioritize because they've already had their whole fun and they've already not even whole fun, their whole experience.
They did what we did as dudes. I'm just being honest. That's why I don't judge women on a lot of stuff. I just said this.
But some of these women, I'm sitting there saying what you that's so it's not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that some of these women, and I know some that kind of went through a whole phase, and it wasn't like her intention was to go through the whole phase. It just like fuck around with one dude sit there call himself trying to turn her out. Next thing you know, she's so caught up in this dude that she gets stuck doing stupid shit, and then she started searching for attention or somebody else, whatever case, and it just spirals out of control. Next thing you know, she fucking this dude, and she think he really like her, but he's some older nigga. Well, it's just all kind of shit that happens. I've seen beautiful people we've all gone to school with the shit spiral like that, and you just be like, damn, and then you turn around and now a lot of them, like D-Block said, they've been wives. They sat there and found a good dude while they was in their 20s and settled down, popped out a couple kids and whatnot, and just think. I've always had the fear, and this is just me being honest, why I sound ignorant to say it, but I just didn't want to be the guy to show up to my girls' class reunion and all the other dudes that smashed in high school is look like, hey, y'all remember her? That used to be always my fear, but I mean, you really don't know, especially if you're from out of town. You go date another woman and you new to the town. You might be walking around smiling ear to ear and you happy, and you don't know that your girl's past, she was sitting there tag team off the roof. You don't know. But you might show up with it. So I mean, but I don't judge, and I don't want to sound ignorant. I just understand that with maturity comes the fact of the experience that we label these women as hoes, and the experience that some of these women went through to get to that whole phase. Don't get me wrong, there was some out there just sucking and fucking to suck and fuck because they wanted to, and they was living their life, for lack of a better term, like us niggas was. They had the mentality of Ty was like, yo, I'm trying to get mine, you trying to get yours. But there's a lot of girls who was just like, yo, searching for attention and searching for maybe this one dude is the one who really likes me.
I think women are always searching for that guy that really like them, though. Even during the whole phases, for real.
At the end of the day, hoes make the best housewives. I said what I said.
Hey, I might agree with you. To be honest with you, shit. All jokes aside, but shit, some of the hoes be wives for real after that experience that they have. So it's hard to say, man. Some people are nymphomaniacs by nature, you know, and that's just something that they can't contain. But
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like it's important to know a chick's body count?
Nah.
Hell yeah.
Nah.
I'm talking about at us being grown now. I'm gonna be honest with you. To be honest right now, I don't want to know. I don't want to really. I don't, because guess what? You're not gonna tell me the truth, really. So guess what? It's just what it is. I'm just going off of how you act now. If you was a hoe, you was a hoe. I don't care if I like you, long as you sitting there conducting yourself like a lady and everything else like that. I'm not good, because guess what? I know I was a hoe at one point in time. Shit, I mean, it's what it is. So fuck it. I mean,
so why
ain't nothing to talk about.
Why can't we? So why can't we, not me and you, but why can't we be truthful within our hold'em, within our experience? Not even hold'em, our experience.
We all been through it at one time in life. Now, I'm not gonna say every person, so I don't judge a woman for that.
Yeah, and that's cool for you. For me, I'd rather, even if she went through that phase, I'd rather we had that real conversation, because I want to be real with her about my conversation.
So you would tell a chick how many babies you done smashed?
Yeah.
He don't even know that number, bro.
I know. I kept track, unfortunately.
Then you ain't fucking up then. That's what you ain't doing enough fucking.
Yeah, that's being honest.
You ain't doing
that's being honest.
You ain't doing enough.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm real. I'm gonna be 100% authentic with y'all. I know and I have real conversations even with my daughters. They know that I went through my whole phase. They sit there and talk about them disgusting and they don't know how they mom, whatever the case with me. But I went through it. Like, and I tell them the truth because I'd rather they know that it's dudes out here that's numbers is way higher than mine.
Yeah, you might say your whole phase is 9. Nigga, that's chump change.
No,
that's chump
my
change.
I'm gonna say my whole phase out here. You almost, but let's just say we upwards of 90.
Huh?
Let's just say we upwards of 90.
But how do you remember all 90 people is crazy to me.
That ain't even touching the iceberg right now.
There you go. I know that's what I'm sitting saying. For some people, that's like thing. For me, at one point in time,
y'all some freaks. Y'all some freaks.
I thought I was doing something. I was like, yo, like, and then you look back and you like, yo.
Hold on, you said you upper 90s, nigga. Yeah. Hey, they need to get a hammer and just beat your dick with a hammer. You don't know what you got, motherfucker. You're another Magic Johnson success story, man. You done made it, nigga. 90, bruh. 90?
You think that's a lot, George?
No, look, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not a lot.
90 is a lot, though.
Bro, that's a lot, bro. I done slayed some shit, but that's a lot.
90
is a lot. I got partners that's like pushing 2. One of my boys pushing like 3.
All of them is big numbers. 90 is a big number. 200 is a big number. 400, 500 is a big number.
You guys are whores. You guys are straight whores.
I'm talking D-Block. Does the body count of a man matter for you?
No.
No, I don't ask those questions. Listen, do you hear these outrageous numbers that we is dealing with? I feel like I don't have a chance. This is like, I work in workforce development and you have to build a resume
90.
and all this other stuff. And I feel like y'all done built so much on y'all resume. That's why we ain't out here getting married, because we ain't got enough experience for the job.
He said 90.
My pussy is unqualified.
What is going on?
That boy said 90.
I'm here for the comments. I'm here for I'm just here for the knowledge. That's what I'm here for. That's why God got me on this podcast right now.
We got a Rico.
I have no idea.
Bruh, you said 90.
Don't fuck Puerto Ricans. That's all I learned from tonight.
Man, she is scoring. Hey, bro, she's scoring, bro. She is scoring, bro. You got her. You got her. Hey, Pot Rose, you got her, dog. She's scoring. She wants you. I'm letting you know right now. When they keep emphasizing that right there, don't worry about it. Just shoot her a side text.
I don't like that nigga. Rico,
if she in Jacksonville, if you don't have to like me.
That high because you started early, or like
that's
I'm
not
just
high.
No, that got high. My numbers became what they became because I was trying to find myself and trying to.
And some pussy?
Compensate. Yeah. I was trying to compensate for a broken heart or trying to get over it and then you find yourself out here trying to like live up to. I had older cousins that was out there. So I'm trying to live up to the status that they are while trying to find myself, thinking that it was going to be between some woman's legs. And it became easy. I moved to Columbus and it became easy. Like it became, and I didn't even have to.
Where did you find these people? Did you find them at the club? Did you just
work at the club? Work at the club. And it got even more crazier, easier.
Same place Miguel be finding them. Tag.com. Go ahead.
I did smash right now. You like 2 off of tag.com.
What is tag.com?
It's an old one. Black Planet.
Okay.
Facebook. Wait, let me shut up on some of these sites to get in trouble, but
you ain't lying.
But okay. I'm just saying.
Oh like, yeah, plenty of fish. Plenty of fish is the move.
Well, like
and it was just like a mutual agreement that's all y'all was gonna do and then be done.
That's what dating is all about.
No, it didn't even have to be like that's all we gonna do when we done. It's like you work your mouthpiece. And you be cool, you smash, or you keep smashing for a while, or you smash, you be like Ty said, it's just the chemistry ain't there because you didn't give a chance for the chemistry to be there. So you
How many times do you smash before you turn it into a relationship?
Oh, it got to be what a whole bunch. If it's
like
that much,
maybe 80 times.
Man,
Yeah,
relationships
I'm
creep
about
up
to
on
say.
you though, bro. Like when you consistently sleeping with the same person, like it just turns into a relationship sometimes.
But how
Yeah,
many times? I'm trying to quantify. How many times do you
It
smash?
ain't no number.
It is
most
definitely.
majority of the times you smack, not always, but majority of the times smack. Well, I was smashing before we even got to that point of whether we in a relationship or not. The chemistry or the energy or the ability to just, I don't know, like it
So
just
how
happened.
do you turn it off once you're in a relationship? Is it possible to turn it off?
Hell
It was
yeah.
yeah, it's possible to turn it off because you in a relationship, you with that person, you're trying to. It was like you can be a hoe with the full intentions of you not always out there trying to. At some point in time, it was like you just know what to say to smash, but you're not going at it looking like I just want to be a hoe, like I just want to hit it and quit it. You just chemistry, connection, y'all mess around, and it might be early, and y'all develop a friendship or something happen, whatever case, and you just move on.
You know what's crazy,
So it
Jamar?
became
I
like
don't
that.
even know if I ever told you this, man, but my first time being faithful, I was probably about 34, 34, 35. But when I started dating her, one of the requirements that she had was like one of my biggest things that I want from you is that you only be with me. And I agreed to that. And I tried it out. Because I was like, for me, the first time I did it, I was like, I just want to have this experience. Like, I want to be able to say to my peoples, like, I was faithful before. But so when I did that, I just started being faithful in any relationship I got in. Like, so once I'm in a relationship, like, I don't step outside of the relationship.
So the
Now,
reason why you changed it is because she required it.
yeah. That's part of it. Like, she required it. And then the other part of it was, I just wanted to have another notch under my belt to say I actually was faithful before. Just so
Well,
I can
let me
say
ask you this though. How about the times where what about the breaks? Like when you're not sure if you're still in a relationship, but you want to still be in a relationship, do you still step out? That's the hard
no.
part.
So like my thing was this. I have chatted with females, I have had conversations with females, but actually penetrate them, nah.
So until you know you done,
Well,
you don't.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
when it's you know when it's done, because
cases,
like I walk away from relationships, so I know when it's done. That's my decision. So yeah,
so I'm not. I'm
once
gonna
it's
be
done,
honest to answer that. I'm gonna be honest to answer and say like if I know if I knew or felt that we were on the outs, that I go start fucking around with somebody else, and we didn't officially end it. I'm gonna be honest and say, yeah, I did. Also, I'll say this, and y'all being women, y'all can tell me otherwise. Like when I worked at Chase, I went through like 20 in a year, and it wasn't no secret. But all the women at the call center would know and would talk, and it would almost like they was talking to each other, which made it even easier. Like they were like, "Oh, okay, whatever case. Oh, I heard about you," and they'll joke with you. They'll be the same ones that joke with you, say, "Oh, you a hoe," all this other stuff. To see you at the club, drunk as hell, because they want to go know with that D light because they obviously heard
bro,
about your
that's
D report.
hypergamy, man. That's hypergamy, and females do that.
But that was not the question. My question was, when you are in a committed relationship, but y'all on the outs, do you still go out and get some more, or do you wait to know it's done?
Man, I took breaks in relationships, but it's not over at that point. So I'm still faithful.
Breaks.
I take breaks. I took breaks. I took a couple breaks. I took 2 week breaks, 3. I took a month break before. Sometimes you just gotta cool off, man. Sometimes when things ain't going right, but look, when children are involved, bro, you make some decisions that it's kind of crazy sometimes. Like, so I took breaks before.
That's fair. No, I don't take breaks. If there is no break, if you want to take some time and space to get away, then take some time and space to get away to clear your head. But we're not taking breaks. It's either we together.
But I ain't gonna lie, Jamar. When I took these breaks, we were still talking every day. We just weren't in each other's presence. So we talking all day. From when wake up is good morning. We on the phone all day. We pretty much either we texting or we talking all day. So it's kind of like one of those breaks from just the
No, I
physical.
can understand for you, brother. I mean, that's all.
I'm gonna ask Miguel.
Yeah, I was thinking too. I was about to say, Miguel, you kind of quiet. Can
Miguel,
you bring some
is sex
insight?
okay during a break? Is the question, because that's what the question is. Is sex okay during a break?
Whether we together, I'm still fucking. So I don't even understand the question to me, if you ask me. But I'm still fucking. What you talking about? What type of questions? Fucking don't stop.
Fucking her or fucking someone else?
Both.
Right, that's the question.
Both.
Okay.
Rico, answer the question. Is sex okay when you want a break?
What you mean when you're on a break?
Like if y'all just frustrated with each other, y'all need to break. Is sex okay with other motherfuckers?
Oh, hey, hold the hell up. Hey, hold on. Real talk. I'm gonna just be real with you.
Your phone sounds like a transformer.
Whatever the hell you did, on a break, whatever you done on that break, I don't want to know. Because if I know, I'm gonna look at you differently.
But are you fucking on a break or no? Please don't change my question. I really hate when people do that.
I'm telling you, I don't. If I do it, I'm not gonna tell you to do it. So,
But do you?
I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. If we ain't together, I got needs.
So that is.
That's all I'm saying. I got needs.
Yeah, right. He
Yeah,
got to be grown in the conversation. I thought we had grown folks.
But the question really was, George. The question was, is it okay?
Yeah, and that's why I told her I'm not gonna accept your shit. So don't tell me.
It's not okay.
So it's not.
I don't want it.
No.
I don't want to know. No.
Black V is
hell
sex
no. I don't want to know.
Yes or no?
No, it's not. That's why I don't take breaks, so I ain't got to worry about that. That's why I don't do. That's why I don't do breaks. Like we together. We not together. You talk about us a break. No, we broke up. We broke the fuck up. I'm gonna go do my thing.
Cause that make that dick feel better, but you still was on a break.
Hey, if we get back together, we broke up. We got back together. I don't do breaks. It's either we together or we not. Because I feel like doing this break stuff, like it just don't work for me because I don't want to have to worry about like what you could have been doing within that time. And I'm over here thinking like, well, we were just on a break. Why would you go fuck him? I'm not gonna be that nigga. Nah, like we done.
Are you fucking on a break or you not fucking on a break? That's what the question is.
I'm fucking on a break. Me and my ex-wife was separated for months. I was fucking. She could have been fucking. I told when we came back and decided to work it out, I was upfront about what I did within that time.
I wouldn't even ask because it's not my business because I'm gonna fight your ass after that. So I'm not gonna ask.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck on the break. But that's not to say that your partner ain't gonna do that. Cause like when you on a break anyways, a lot of people be feeling empty. They looking for voids. They trying to find things to like, even if they just having a conversation with somebody, some conversations can lead to different places. But I never led my conversations to let it go to a point where I'm like, I'm gonna have sex with somebody because I just kept my word on that. Especially like
I'm gonna say this,
you know, like I said, having children, you know, the relationship, you know, y'all gonna get back together. You just like, look, we arguing a little bit too much. We clashing, we bumping heads a little bit too much. But in 2 weeks, a month, we're gonna be right back together. So we just taking this little break. And when you get back with the person after a break, man, the relationship actually be a whole lot better because you got a better understanding of why you guys have the feud that you have, and then you miss the person because you wasn't with them, and it helps. To be honest with you, that's for me though. Everybody.
So I'm gonna say this. Real talk, Ty. That's one of your bipolar ass answers because I know I'm listen. That's one of them politically. I'm Ty Lindsay. I'm on the stage. I'm gonna say this just to be sure about it.
I did this shit in real life.
But
I'm talking from real experience.
But I will say this though, on some real stuff. If you want to break, depend upon the terms of the break, because like you said, it's what's discussed beforehand out of respect for each other. If I respect you, and like you said, if we in that situation where I know, hey, we do this all the time, or we gonna be back and we get at it and we arguing. Huh?
I hate people with fucked up Wi-Fi because all the good shit get blocked out.
Bro, I'm dead ass.
I don't know what you're saying.
When I tell you this, man.
Your phone's breaking up.
Who, mine or George?
Georgie's.
Yeah, I done took 3. I was in a relationship for, let me see, 2016 to 2020. 4 years. And in that 4-year period, I took 3 breaks in that relationship. And I didn't step out during them times.
D-Block, how many relationships you been in? Y'all took breaks.
Listen, I am the amateur in this group. Okay, I've only had 2 relationships in my life, so you can't really.
Did you take a break in any of those?
No.
No breaks. CL, is she going? How many relationships you been in that you took breaks in?
Only one.
Did y'all work out or no?
I
don't know. Oh shit, you on break now?
And that's how I interpret that.
She taking out she taking out that heavy duty bra she got on to hold them double D.
Uh-oh, you trying to get it in, Miguel? I see.
Bro, they fuss like cat and dogs like all the time, every episode. Hell, you should see our Bucket Naked podcast.
Well, I would hate to see what go on with that one because this one is a bit risque.
Now, I mean, at the end of the day,
Doreen, you too classy. We gotta like. We'll holler at you when we 50.
I like her. But a lot of times when you're on break, you should be sad and trying to collect your thoughts if you wanted to work out. You should be ready to bust it open. But that's just my opinion.
But everybody different.
Everybody different. Yeah.
Some that's why we called it a safe place. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying what I'm not gonna do.
I don't know. Me and Mama going somewhere.
I get it.
Because if you come back with a baby after a break, I'm like, that's when that little motherfucker got nappy hair. It's like, I don't know, I couldn't handle it.
See what women don't know about men is we experience heartbreak too. It's just that we kind of find ways to prolong it. Is Reggie
talking to me?
No, he said going from talking to D-Block. She knew what it was. She laughed. She knew what he meant.
Shit, go and sleep with
my biggest thing is this before we end it. I've matured in my years and experience. I also know that women like D-Block should be appreciated, celebrated. I don't know. I don't have the advice for you to go out there to find it, but you shouldn't be trying to compete with hoes anyways. Continue to be yourself, maybe make some adjustments, but that's conversation you have to have with yourself. CL, continue to be strong during your break and whatever agreements.
I never said I was on a break. I'm saying if I was on a break, I wouldn't want to have sex with nobody else until I knew for sure it was over. Because once I know for sure it's over, it's no backseas.
I ain't gotta speak. I ain't gotta speak for Uncle Pot Roast. That motherfucker don't give nothing about it. You tell him it's a break. All that meant to him was like, oh, now I ain't gotta sneak around to get some ass.
Real shit.
Pretty much.
Real shit.
Pretty much.
And so that's like the biggest thing right there. Hey, Reggie, right? The second it's over, it's going down. But I don't do breaks because I don't want to do the not knowing. The not knowing for sure. I don't want to do the waiting around for you to get your mind right. I just feel like if we can't fix it while we together, then what's the point? Like, especially like if we get married, we married. Like, ain't no breaks. We going to counseling. I'll go to counseling all day. I'll talk it out. I'll work it out. We can walk it out. Whatever the hell, we're going to fix it. Because if we together, we together. The minute you want to separate and talk about a break, I'm going to sit there and look at you like you don't want to do a break with me. Because I'm breaking down fucking walls.
He said I'm breaking every bitch off I see. Don't break
everyone. So, I mean, that's just me, but I'd rather be honest, real, and my woman with my better half, hopefully my better half, but she would know better. But we'd have had a conversation up front that she know I don't do breaks.
DeBar, you ain't slow down yet, man.
Man, I'm slowed down, bro. I'm chill mode. I'm engaged man.
Same room with him right now. Don't ask him no shit like that.
Engaged man. But
you see, he looked towards the door and shit, make sure she wasn't there. And she,
but she knows. That's what I'm talking about. Like she knows my count. Like I have whether she wanted to hear it or not. She knows because I don't want shit coming back to bite me in the ass later on, and then she be like, "Thanks." So I'd rather be fully transparent. Like this is who I was. This is what I went through, and as I learned about myself.
This is my question for you. Do you believe her?
What? What'd you say?
Do you believe her on her?
Oh, that's phone breaking up again.
Do you believe her now?
You were so messing up. All I heard you say was, "Do you believe in magic?" And I hope you do. You always got a friend where believe in magic. I'm single. Nigga had to cancel that bitch like Nina. What? Reggie is stupid. Rico, can you hear me now?
I was saying, do you believe her when she say her?
Yeah. Because we have that understanding and that open communication with each other. Because I'm not afraid to be vulnerable or be honest with her about who I am, what I've done. All I've asked for her back in return is that, and she has been able to give that. So she's able to say, to say what her count was, but she takes pride in that shit and all the other stuff and whatnot. Like she'll be like, I only been with this amount of people, but then she tells me, so I'm an asshole. So then she tells me like all the time she's gone on dates but never slept with the guys. But I'm like, did you kiss them? And she be like, yeah. So you a kissing hoe?
Damn.
So she get mad at me, but it's just the realness thing we have. Like I said, I'm pretty open and honest. My mother knows, my kids know, so that I was a hoe. There's regrets. Biggest hoe phase moment ever was 3 different ones in one day. And it wasn't planned. It just happened.
So you were around here giving out BV and shit, huh?
Strapped up, shouting. Yeah, strapped up, shouting. You can't be having no little badass kids or be running around going to pee and it burn.
Damn.
I ain't got time. So he gonna call me ODB? That was in 98. Nah, man, I just looking for love in all the wrong places, man. The experience is a motherfucker. But so I went to CL's course to go try to fix my whole report, my whole facts, get some stuff taken off. Like, CL, can I get this taken off? She was like, hell no. Nah. Oh, it don't help also that I did manage a strip club and bounce at a strip club before. So that also helped build the numbers up.
Where's CL from? Youngstown?
Yes. Well, part of Youngstown via or Georgia via Youngstown or however that works.
She moved to Youngstown with kids or?
CL? Oh, she went black. She don't want to claim she from
Youngstown. And she got on the phone. She got on the phone. That booty call slide coming through right now. She done had like 4 glasses of wine. So yeah, it's coming through. It's coming through. She got an eater coming through.
Yo, Reggie said if you go Caucasian, your slate clears.
Right. White people knock off 3 bodies off your body count if you fuck.
Oh, nigga, we made it. Boom. I'm on my way back, baby. Woo! Woo! Whoa. That's like 30 bodies gone.
Out of respect, it knock off 10%.
10%? Shit. That's still pretty high, but I'll take that.
I fucked a white man, but I'm still down with a squirrel. What's up?
I'm not reposting that one, Reggie.
So
I'm not
sad.
reposting that one.
I'm going to bed. Well,
Yeah, but I'd like to thank y'all all for coming.
She about to fall asleep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Fuck you, fucking pop.
CL, when we gonna get pussy talks again?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna start recruiting for next week. It ain't gonna be. I've been writing shows every week for the last summer, so I got shows. I just been tired of recruiting people, but I'm down.
Okay. Yo, I want to thank D Block. Thank you very much, D Block.
Georgie is calling me, so.
He want D Block. I want to thank you for coming on, stopping through, even if it was last minute and just pulled you in. You got anything you've been working on, any projects or anything like that, or this show was too nasty for you to even shout it out?
I just hope that the praise and worship team is not on stream. What is it? StreamYard.com. Because y'all gonna get me in trouble. But no, it's still the same thing. Listen, keep me accountable for this book, Jamar. You need to be asking me questions every day.
I'm waiting for this book.
The only thing that I have to do right now is slide the barcode onto the cover. I have not figured out how to do that. And then once I do that, then I can publish it. But it's the last step. So just keep me accountable. But that's about it.
I will. And I can't wait. We can't wait to support and get that project out so we can do big things.
What's going on around there? What's going on? Talk to me, goddammit.
They gonna say,
What is wrong with Reggie? Yo, hey Ty, you still there?
Yo,
you got anything you do, any shout outs you want to give, brother, or any words of wisdom?
Man, wrong day, wrong time, wrong conversation.
Yo, this brother's always. I'm gonna bring up the insightful things. He's always on there preaching and not preaching, but pushing for healthy eating and in a black community, especially for his people. So I'm gonna make sure I shout that out. That you are always posting about eating healthy, whether it's watermelon or other different foods. And
man, not only that though, that's a big part of it, man. But just enlightening ourselves, learning our history, learning our lineages, some of the things that mainstream America pretty much kind of kept us away from as we came up in our learning. So eating is important, health is wealth. I always say that. But I think we need to really learn a lot about our heritage and where we come from and why some of the things are the way that they are.
Facts. Oh, Uncle Pop Roast.
Talk to me.
Bro, I should have had you wear the shirt, the new shirt that you've been pushing with the Unbreakable.
Oh yeah. I ain't got it on, but yeah, I got some shit. I'm working on some shirts and shit like that. So it'll be coming in and due to my cards, and then I came up with an idea and shit like that. So I'm gonna start posting some more once I get it going.
You need to worry about Unbreakable because you stole my show, but we're gonna leave that for next time.
Anyway, words of wisdom for everybody in this bitch. For everybody in this bitch, if you got an itch between your cheeks, you ain't wipe your ass good enough, go back. And second of all, Doreen, Block, D Block, hey, I miss your little workout shows, your little thick ass on the show. Usually, I said she don't do them no more. That ass used to be bouncing on them shows. Excuse me, but anyway.
Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Hey,
he be there in his spandex pants, be watching and doing all the dance moves with you.
I got some new workout shorts coming there. Tag me in it. Just make sure you playing some Kirk Franklin or something like some praise dance.
This nigga be selling short sets, so hit my nigga Miguel up.
We'll be good. You know what I'm talking about. And to CL, in the show, because she had one more drink, she gonna be asleep. And that's it. And praise God. And he all right?
Rico, you got any shout outs, brother, before we go?
All right, man. I always say, everybody, man, it's always a pleasure talking to people from the crib. But I let y'all know my little words of wisdom is this. Do what make you happy and be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's all you can do. You be honest with yourself, you're gonna bring yourself happiness. If you know you ain't shit as a person, be honest with yourself. At least you'll be comfortable with being not shit. But if you know what I'm saying, like I said, Doreen, you got your thing going on. Hey man, You ain't got to compete with these hoes. It's just the right guy that just got to be able to deal with you and keep up with you. So ain't nothing about they winning. It's just the fact that you're just running across the wrong people.
Uncle Pot Roast
That's all.
always available.
Well, yo, I want
Good
to
night.
thank all y'all. Go ahead. What you say?
I just said good night.
Wait. Last thing for you, D Block, before we go. There you go. Low mileage is queen. That should be a shirt. But y'all, I want to thank y'all for coming and joining and having a conversation with me, even though it took more than a left. It went a lot of lefts, a right, and in CL's case, a very big curve. She like a curve. D Block, I want to thank you. Rico, CL, Uncle Pot Roast, Ty, I want to thank all y'all very much. Appreciate y'all. Also, shout out to my partner, my co-host, Reggie. Brother, can't wait for us to sit there and pod on some more shit Friday. Well, tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow, we're going to pod tomorrow. Thank y'all. God bless y'all. And good night.
Peace.